Hey, what's up, everyone? Sorry about that. Hey, what's up, NHL fans out there around the world? The one and only is back in business again. It's a new NHL season. The NHL review has survived the test of time, and I'm back again. It's been a long time, everyone. Man, it's been too long. It's been way too long. As far as I'm concerned, the review has always been special. For November 3rd, 2011, this is NHL review part. I guess we're in the 30 now, so I guess part 34. So NHL review part 34. Mark Spencer's back, and I got some breaking news. Absolutely breaking news, and you only believe it when you see it, right? So here it is, folks. The news is in. It looks like the Predators have just inked Pekka Rinne to a 7-year, $49 million deal. According to Eklund of the Hockey Buzz, here it is. The rumored blog to come is tourism. Well, that's the news. And I'm shocked. I really am. I mean, I'm shocked that type of money Pekka Rinne got. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I didn't expect him to get 7 years at $49 million. I mean, they still have Shea Weber to resign, and even Ryan Souther. So, I mean, this is huge. I mean, where does Nashville find $49 million to sign anybody? Ain't this team a small market team? But you know what? You got to start with your goaltending. And I think that's a very important deal. When you look at goaltending across the National Hockey League, you see teams that are struggling so far this year. You look at the Vancouver Canucks, the Chicago Blackhawks have been very good. The Boston Bruins, the Stanley Cup champions, have been struggling. It has been behind the pipe, and the defense and the team's not scoring enough goals. Some teams, they would say it's the Stanley Cup hangover, of course. But you have teams that are very quality teams. They're starting to break out of it. I saw it in the last game Vancouver played against the Calgary Flames. They look like the Vancouver Canucks that we're all used to. They're playing good defense. They were scoring big-time goals. They're superstars in the Hendrick and Daniel Sedin. And then their other star players like Ryan Kessler and David Booth, the newest acquisition, college teammate of Ryan Kessler. They really found the chemistry. Sometimes they say time makes up the errors. And sometimes they say going back was never the beginning. And you see it in David Booth. He gives that little bit of touch to the big line, the second big line, and Kessler and Hodgson. Not too bad. Even Higgins, they reverse between the two of them. But the way I look at it, folks, I mean, you look at these teams. I mean, one team's up, the other team's down. One team's up, the other team's down. It doesn't make any sense. But that's the way it is. Sometimes it goes your way, and sometimes it doesn't go your way. So in the end, you look at Vancouver, you look at Calgary, you look at Colorado. I watched Colorado last night. I saw the highlights. I couldn't believe the goals that um, Varlamov was giving up. I mean, it just didn't look like the Varlamov that's got off to an amazing start. But Colorado's got off to an amazing start. Guys like Matt Duchene, Jones, and the rest of the young guys on this team have really stepped their game up. You know, it was surprising when Colorado did the deal for Varlamov, giving up 2 number 1 picks and some other players going the other way to get Varlamov out of Washington. And Varlamov's played amazing, and he has a great backup in Jaguar. I mean, Jaguar still is a winner. Don't forget, this guy won a Conn Smythe and a Stanley Cup when he was with the Ducks of Anaheim. So, the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, whatever. We call them the Ducks nowadays, but I still call them the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, the Ducks of Anaheim. And how about those Ducks of Anaheim? They actually lost yesterday. I think it was 4-0 or something like that. But the night before, they won. And Timo Solani had 2 goals and an assist. So far, Timo has 5 goals. He has been on fire. He's really lit up the lamp this year. He's looking like Timo of old, just like the Winnipeg Jets. I just have to say something about the Jets. It's good to see the Winnipeg Jets back in business. It was too bad That was the end of the Thrashers. But they weren't making money. People weren't showing up to the games. And that's what happens in the National Hockey League. Sometimes teams are in places they shouldn't be. But we all know through the years, teams will make it if you're winning. You won't make it if you're losing. If you're losing, you're going to have empty seats, just like a Columbus. They've got off to a horrible start. And I've been hearing rumors that Scott Howson, and Scott Arniel, their jobs are on the line. So they got to win almost every game they can. Because if they lose 2 games in a row, I hear names such as Craig Button and Ken Hitchcock will be taking over for the soon-to-be unemployed Scott Howson and Scott Arniel. But you never know. I even hear rumors on Ron Wilson. But Ron Wilson has blown my expectations out of the water. The Leafs are one of the top teams in the National Hockey League. They're on top of the Eastern Conference. They've collected 8 wins. They've only lost 2 times. They have a few points in overtime. They've been absolutely amazing. Joffrey Lupul has as they say, he has regenerated his career. Philip Kessel has become the star that they all thought he could become after they gave up quite a bit of draft picks to acquire him from Boston. I think that's still a great deal by Brian Burke. Most people in the media always love to criticize him. Brian Burke knows how to make good deals, everybody. And sometimes that's what happens. You got to make the smart deals. And how about Philadelphia? Jaromir Jagr comes back to the National Hockey League, and he's one of the all-time leaders in the history of the game. And he's leading the league. He's not leading the league, but he's right up there. He's like 6th or 7th in the league in points, goals. He's doing it all. He's amazing. How about Brizgalov? He gives up 9 goals to Winnipeg a couple nights ago, like 4 or 5 nights ago. And then he's now found his game. He hasn't given up that many goals since. He's won his last 2 games. Brizzy, it's all about confidence. Do I still believe in Brizgalov? We'll see what happens in the playoffs. I just have never been a believer of Brizgalov. Because come playoff time, he gets rattled. You keep shooting the puck on him, he'll give up the goals. That's why Pronger is so important for the Philadelphia Flyers. Hopefully Pronger come back from a serious eye injury he took recently. I saw an interview with him. He looked like he's in good spirits. That's a good thing. The New York Rangers, they got off to a horrible start. But look at their road trip. They had like a 7-9 game road trip from Europe back to North America. And they've really got their act together. They're starting to win a few games. They just called back up Sean Avery. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Avery gets in the lineup in the next few games. I heard he's not going to be dressing tonight. They play tonight. We'll see what happens. But tonight, there's a bunch of good games on the tube tonight, so hopefully you enjoy. I mean, Ottawa Senators are playing good. Calgary Flames play tonight. Oilers play tonight. Vancouver Canucks play tonight. I mean, a bunch of good games tonight. I think Capitals play. So we'll see. There's a lot of storylines, a lot of things going on. And it's good to be back, folks. This is Mark. Thanks for watching for NHL Review, Part 34 for November 3rd, 2011. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.